Hello everybody again, this is Eric with another Battle Tanks League commentary video. This is the second game I am commentating in a row, so let's see if my voice holds up. WildPants immediately gets a kill on Prohunter in the middle. That was kind of a lucky shot in that both of them approached each other with energy torpedoes that can one-shot one another, and WildPants' energy torpedo happened to have the cooldown that fired first. So he's able to get the kill on Prohunter, and he's probably going to be able to allow his team to establish a more aggressive Tinker position in the middle. If Prohunter does try to approach him again, yeah, Escanor is going to come in with a light tank and 2 basic magics on the side of WildPants and probably finish off this tower of Prohunters real quick. That's going to force Prohunter to build farther back and allow WildPants to probably build pretty aggressively in this strategic location, where his team can have consistent armor and healing. Escanor did need to get back because he took 2 energy torpedoes from Prohunter. They're joined by VSIN, who is a scout and who opened up with an electro cannon. And then meanwhile, Prohunter is joined by 2 scouts, Pinok and ArmoredTitan, who each are scouts with electro cannons. I'm going to expect at least 2 of these 3 scouts to change tank pretty quickly, because Scout is not a tank that will survive very easily versus light tank stun or versus an energy torpedo. So we'll see what tanks these players get. Prohunter smartly builds his tower outside of the range of these electro cannons, so his towers are going to be able to build pretty much uncontestedly. Had he built them a little bit closer where they could be hit by the electro cannons, the south team could sit in this strategic location, enjoy the healing and the armor, and in the meantime deal damage against Prohunter's towers. Prohunter able to get a kill on VSIN, the scout, who was about 60% health. Let's see who's on the bottom. We have Jor, who is the rank 2 player in the world. He's going to go up against ABS. Jor opened up with a distributor and a basic magic, and despite opening up with the basic magic, he's able to push ABS to his tower. ABS having a lot more DPS. ABS has this tendency to open up with weapons such as Tornado Summoner. I think he'd be better off opening up with basic magics or something like a Fireball Cannon or Fan of Knives if he only wanted to use 1 inventory slot. ABS tends to get builds such as Thunder Tank or Shredder, which rely on short range. However, I think he'd actually be better off if he went Fireball Cannon in the beginning. He'd be able to farm more gold, potentially get a kill or 2, or perhaps avoid himself being killed by Jor. And then the amount of DPS he would lose by getting a 950 range weapon as opposed to an 888 range weapon at the start of the game would be negligible by the time you're 30-40 minutes into the game. So we're going to expect, because Jor is the much more skilled player, and because ABS went with a suboptimal weapon choice at the start of the game, we're probably going to see Jor push ABS towards his tower for a while and get a gold advantage. That's probably not going to be the case for Gabriel. However, he's going up against Pikabar. Pikabar is the number 1 ranked player in the world, and while Gabriel is a decent player in his own right, he is going to have his work cut out to him against Pikabar, who was able to random a scout. And the scout has a special type of tank cannon that deals extra damage to creeps and has extra range. It only deals damage to creeps, though this does allow Pikabar to open up with a lot more DPS than Gabriel can. You can see he has 294 DPS at more range than Gabriel's 171 DPS. And while Pikabar is more vulnerable and only has 1 weapon that can deal damage against Gabriel, he should probably be able to push Gabriel to his command post soon. Let's check back in on the middle, and then Pinok barely escapes the energy torpedo from WildPants. You can see he upgraded it rather than getting a hole. The upgrade energy torpedo cannot quite take out a low-level scout. It can almost. If Pinok had taken even a small amount of damage from, say, a creep before taking that energy torpedo upgrade shot, he would have died. Pretty aggressive play by WildPants to decide to get the energy torpedo upgrade. You can see he's trying to position himself to get a kill on Prohunter. The fact that he upgraded it isn't going to matter. Had he opted for a hole instead, he could play a bit more aggressively. Usually it's best advised to get a hole before upgrading your energy torpedo, though he is playing especially greedily here. VSIN has not upgraded his electro cannon yet. We'll see whether he upgrades the electro cannon or opts for a hull or a tank instead. And then we can see ArmoredTitan has already switched from a scout to a helicopter. And then if I were Pinok, I would probably also change my tank from a scout as well. He almost died to WildPants, who tried to teleport in and get the kill. His energy torpedo hit the tower instead of Pinok, and then ArmoredTitan was able to capitalize on WildPants' aggressive position and get a return kill. And now we see why WildPants did not get a hull. He was probably planning on getting a tank pretty quickly. And now he has a helicopter with an energy torpedo upgrade at 5 minutes. That's a pretty valuable inventory. You can see he can almost kill, he can kill about 2/3 of ArmoredTitan in one shot. ArmoredTitan almost died there. Pinok does have a hull, so he's not going to die instantly, nearly instantly, to the energy torpedo upgrade. Escanor follows up his 2 basic magics with a hull, and then VSIN gets a hull instead of upgrading the electro cannon. WildPants able to get a kill on Prohunter. I didn't check Prohunter's inventory. He might still have been sitting there without any form of hull with just 256 hit points. Prohunter might, yep, he's probably going to get a medivac, so he definitely did not have a hull. ArmoredTitan upgrades his electro cannon as a helicopter. And Prohunter is now a medivac with just the energy torpedo. Let's see if Pinok can get a tank of his own, change from scout. I might recommend against getting a medivac or a helicopter, even though those are commonly transitioned into from scout. He might be able to just stay scout, or he could get something like a distributor. Oh, I missed WildPants get a kill on ArmoredTitan using his energy torpedo upgrade to probably 2-shot him. And then VSIN probably should change tank as well. There are too many aggressive tanks on the North team for him to stay as is. Oh, he does get the kill on Pinok, who is wildly out of position there. Both of his teammates backed off from this fight. Let's check back on Jor and ABS. Jor has 3,000 gold. So he might either be going for a quick thunder tank, or he might just be content to save up gold, considering he's able to push ABS back to his tower with just a single basic magic upgrade. So he might even try to get maybe a fire torpedo. That's a weapon that has 1,000 range, costs 4,000 gold, however the upgrade is 2,000 gold. So if Jor is able to get that now, that's a good use of his inventory slot that will scale into the late game. Meanwhile, on the top, we can see Pikabar, who changed from scout to a helicopter. He is pushing Gabriel to Gabriel's tower. For anybody not familiar with battle tanks, if your creeps are getting pushed to your own tower, that's a bad thing. As you saw right there, the tower can kill the creeps, and that is creeps that you do not kill. That is golden experience that you do not get. So Gabriel, as you can see, he has a level disadvantage compared to Pikabar. Pikabar also probably has a gold advantage. Gabriel did just get a second weapon, light cannon, so let's see if he's able to use that extra DPS to kill Pikabar. He is, though Pikabar does get the kill in return. Meanwhile, ABS is outside of his own command post, and then Jor, instead of getting a fire torpedo, for which he probably could have saved, he opts for an electro cannon. Electro cannon's definitely not a bad weapon, but I probably would have been excited to see a fire torpedo from Jor. He probably could have saved up for it. Neither of the scouts have changed tank in the mid. Missed Jor getting a kill on ABS. Oops. Neither scout has changed tank in the mid. Let's see if they try to save up for maybe an early heavy tank. If either of them got a heavy tank quickly, that would, say at 15 minutes, that would be a very potent tank to throw at the enemy teams. It would prevent, say, Prohunter or ArmoredTitan or WildPants and Escanor, respectively, from saving up to tier 3 tanks such as Hunter or Goblin Wrecker. Prohunter trying to get a kill on VSIN. He is stopped by WildPants, who uses a stun on him. Gabriel and Pikabar still going at it. Pikabar took some unnecessary damage there. He's going to have to go back and heal. He's probably going to try to gank Jor. He is able to get the stun off on him, and ABS is able to get the kill. You can see Jor was able to kill the tower from ABS, so Jor did get about 600 gold from that. And now Pikabar has to be much more careful about pushing Gabriel. Gabriel can maybe take advantage of this and try to put pressure on Pikabar's tower, though he himself will have to be careful because ABS can teleport in, and both he and Pikabar can combine their triple rockets to keep Gabriel stunned for a few seconds. So this will likely become a game of Gabriel playing it carefully and Pikabar playing it carefully, both of them camping. Because they do have to worry about Jor on the bottom. VSIN almost dies to the Medivac. You can see Jor kill ABS once again, and Pikabar is out of position to help. Even if he did try to help right now, he's very low health. Though Jor is not in any position to take the command post himself. Prohunter with a super thrust hit on VSIN. VSIN's just going to go back and heal, especially since he took 2 follow-up energy torpedoes. Prohunter, instead of trying to save up for a second energy torpedo, he's going to get a basic magic. He'll likely follow that up with an iron hull and a second basic magic possibly. And let's see if he can use his healing abilities, Energy Converter I think it's called, and Super Thrust to keep enough pressure on this south team to push his own creeps to the south team's tower. That might not happen though, because WildPants does have his own energy torpedo, and in fact he has enough to buy a second energy torpedo, so he's going to be very potent from long range. Jor is continuing to push ABS to his own command post. You can see he got a speed pack that is going to allow him to hurry out of the way of the command post quickly if he sees the indicator that Pikabar is teleporting in. Jor is probably keeping an eye on the minimap as well and trying to see when Pikabar is pushing too far and then take the opportunity to kill ABS or push him into the command post. North team in the mid got 2 kills. They were able to kill WildPants, who is the south team's main source of DPS, and so the south team is unable to do any significant damage on the north team in return. Prohunter does have a hole now. Jor is pushing ABS, and Pikabar is not in position to help out. Let's see if Jor even tries to build. He's going to get the kill and hop out of there because Prohunter and Pikabar are ready to teleport in. Let's see if they can try to get a kill on him. Jor does have the speed pack, so without that speed pack he would probably have died to Pikabar. He would have been caught in triple rockets. Because of that speed pack, Jor is able to escape, and now he's going to waste a ton of time of Pikabar and Prohunter. ABS did get a kill on Gabriel 123, who was trying to kill the tower. Got a little bit too greedy there. Wasn't careful enough. Pikabar is frustrated at ABS, I guess. Or maybe he's just frustrated that his team sent him to go deal with Jor, given that he's rank 1 and Jor is rank 2. Jor is a little bit fed though. The speed might not work as well against Gabriel as it would against ABS, against whom he could maintain an aggressive position. Gabriel does get the kill on ABS. Pikabar does not have his triple rockets available. Let's see what Pikabar mentions to ABS. Maybe he just accidentally typed that in all chat and now he's chewing him out in the team chat. Mid trying to get a kill on Escanor. ArmoredTitan's going to be the one to die in return, likely. Yep. And then WildPants still has his, I don't know why he didn't go with 2 energy torpedoes. Those would have synergized very well with each other, and it's not like Prohunter is still a tinker that requires non-1300 range DPS to kill his towers. I really would have gotten just a second energy torpedo upgrade from WildPants that would allow him to stay back with his 900 hit points and just deal a lot of damage from 1300 range. Not the build I would have gone. See, had he had a second energy torpedo, he probably would have killed Pinok right there. Pikabar gets the gank on Gabriel. Jor is saving up. Maybe he'll get a hole, maybe he'll get a tank. Let's see what he ends up being able to do against Pikabar, if he's able to maintain aggression or not. Pikabar is able to comfortably camp at his own command post now that there's no tower there to steal his kills, so he can just kind of stay there, make sure Jor doesn't kill him, and try to gank Gabriel when appropriate. South team middle trying to push. They're able to get a 1-to-1 trade. Pinok dying and Escanor dying. Jor does have the heat-seeking missiles, which at level 3 I think they do something like 350 damage each, so he can do about 1,000 damage to Pikabar if Pikabar is completely exposed. Let's see if he uses his heal to heal 540. Yep, and now he might try to go in for the kill against Pikabar. He's kind of blocked by those trees. He needed to commit to one pathway. He probably could have gotten there in time to build, but unable to capitalize on the healing from triple rockets. Pikabar complaining that he has more ping than Jor does. I don't think it takes 25 ping to react to a triple rocket shot. I normally have 200 ping and I'm able to react to those. They're pretty well telegraphed. WildPants, once again, if he had 2 energy torpedoes, he could just comfortably sit from long range and not have to be in position to take damage. Escanor does get the quick heavy tank from the scout. He has a no weapon heavy tank at the 15-minute mark, so that does put a lot of pressure on the North team tanks, though for now he is only level 7, which is actually kind of behind. He's going to need to get to level 10 before he can really become scary. As of now, he can only maybe instigate fights with his stun or pick off enemies who are trying to flee from fights with low hit points. Pinok, meanwhile, could probably get a heavy tank of his own. He has 4,400 gold, and he has an iron hull upgrade that he could sell for 900 gold. Let's see what happens. Is Escanor going to be able to kill Pinok? Not quite yet. He's going to need him to be a bit more, a bit lower health. Gabriel with a mortar team, not even a siege pack, just a disposable mortar team. That's pretty aggressive for somebody with a Pikabar itching for opportunities to gank up on him and get some feed. Jor does get a thunder tank, or no, a storm tank, my bad. Let's see what Pikabar responds with. Maybe he'll just try to get ghost tank this game, since it looks like he hasn't been having the best game. ABS with a kill on Gabriel. Gabriel was able to use the mortars to get the tower of ABS. So now ABS has to be very careful. Jor is pushing Pikabar. Let's see if he tries to build or if he's just going to run out of the way. ABS is going to be able to teleport in. ABS has too many hit points, and ABS is going to be able to kill Jor. That was negligent of Jor to allow ABS that kill. He should have either committed to building or just fled. There was no reason to stand there with 10% health if you were just going to flee once ABS came in with his full hit points. Escanor with no weapons. He's gonna need a while before he can buy his weapon back. A no weapons heavy tank at level 7 probably wasn't the best choice. You either needed weapons or you needed to be close to level 10. In fact, WildPants and VSIN just reached level 10. If Escanor were level 10 right now, then his no weapons heavy would be more than justified, though he's not that effective currently. Jor is going to continue to push Pikabar for now. Pikabar has 2,100 gold saved up. That's not quite enough to get a quick ghost tank or maybe a storm tank in return. So Jor does seem to have a gold advantage. ABS is able to get a Goblin Shredder. ABS does like to, as I said at the start, stock up on relatively low range weapons. I think he'd be better off going long range and then transitioning to low range, because if these were, say, a fireball cannon and then a light plasma gun, the DPS difference between that and the Tornado Summoner basic cannon would be pretty inconsequential now, and it would become negligible completely soon. Jor might kill Pikabar. Pikabar, he got a repair kit. I did not see that in his inventory, and neither did Jor probably. Pikabar is going to take one more 9-mine shot, and he's going to die. That was, oof. Pikabar not having the best day. Even when he is able to get a surprise repair pack, he's unable to kill Jor, and he, in fact, dies in return. Escanor trying to farm creeps, get experience any way he can. North team just has to be careful not to try to flee fights with only 500 hit points, because Escanor can pick them off. For now, they are safe from him. Once he becomes level 10, it'll be different, but by then, Pinok will probably have enough to get a decent tank, and then Prohunter can use this mobility. Same with ArmoredTitan, though ArmoredTitan will be relatively vulnerable. Pikabar does opt for a distributor. That at least makes him immune to the Storm Tank's tank cannon, which can, like the grenade launcher, deal extra damage and range against air tanks specifically. North team able to get 2 kills actually. They're going to be able to teleport in and respond to Jor. Jor does get the build. Actually, I forget, is Gabriel on the south team? Yeah, Gabriel is. He's going to spawn a bunch of troops as Ghost Tank. And this is not good for the north team, because now they have Gabriel who can siege from this position. Jor will probably go top. That's what I would do if I were trying hard. They might be having mercy on Pikabar and his team by having Jor take the top, or maybe at least just kill these towers and then have Gabriel go siege the rest of the base. It is not looking good for the north team right now, losing that command post to a team that has a ghost tank. Yeah, Gabriel's going to stay top for now, so they're probably just doing that to have mercy, or maybe reward Jor with some extra gold. Where is Pikabar? I do not see him on the minimap. Oh. Gabriel able to escape despite ABS pulling him in with the Shredder. And then I still can't see Pikabar. I don't know if like he left the game or lagged out. If I can even see that as referee. It looks like a 5-on-4 right now. And Pinok does have a bit more gold than even I would have expected to have him to have. He was saving up for a while. He's going to get a Demon Tank, no weapons, Demon Tank. 22 minutes is quite early for that though, and Demon Tank is something that does decently with no weapons. He does miss the Q on WildPants, who's a bit more mobile than he is for now. Though Pinok is able to banish him, and he's going to use his ultimate ability to just get an instant kill on him. Jor, in the meanwhile, does get a kill on ArmoredTitan, and he might kill Pinok as well. Pinok unable to deal any damage in return to him. He already used his abilities. Jor's going to use a repair kit, and he might try to kill Pinok. ABS is likely going to teleport in. No, that's ArmoredTitan. ABS is dealing up top with Gabriel, who is trying to take the command post. He's going to spawn a bunch of ghosts. ABS, Pinok, and ArmoredTitan, the whole team teleports in. So Gabriel is going to go down. Yeah, looks like Pikabar did leave the game. I guess I can't see that as an observer or referee, whatever I am. I think in the lobby I was an observer. Yeah, I'm an observer. So. Pinok able to get the lava shot on Escanor. He does also get the ultimate ability. He himself only has his tank cannon and his DPS, though Prohunter does have plenty of DPS in return. He's able to get an additional kill, though he does die to WildPants. And then meanwhile VSIN has 7,000 gold, so let's see if he is able to get something like a Hunter or maybe a Demon Tank of his own. Right now he's a bit too vulnerable. There's a Demon Tank and a Heavy Tank and a long range Medivac running around. Yeah, Hokuto is asking as an observer, where is Pika? And I can't see him either. They are getting extra lever gold. Alright, so we've got, I guess that's ABS. If you got Gabriel, he's finally deciding to siege the top, and Jor has moved into the middle. And then VSIN has a Goblin Brawler. He was able to get the kill on ArmoredTitan with that. So this probably won't be a game that lasts very long, considering it's already 5-on-4. And the team with 5, it has a kill advantage. And it's going to be a very hard 4-on-5 to properly respond to Gabriel as a ghost tank who is sieging the base. That's going to constantly demand their attention. And yeah, Pikabar probably rage quit. WildPants does need to get a tank. He is a vulnerable helicopter once again, with just like the Scout was, with a demon tank and a heavy tank around. VSIN misses the Q. I forget what that's called. The Molotov cocktail. Had he hit that properly, he may have killed Pinok, or at least Pinok wouldn't feel comfortable being aggressive. Pinok is able to get a kill on Escanor. Now WildPants is probably going to die to Prohunter, who's a Storm Tank. WildPants is banished, and now he is captured in the Storm Tank's ultimate ability. Jor, meanwhile, able to sneak up and kill Pinok from the top. And then Gabriel and ABS are still going at it at the top. ABS uses his W ability, but to no avail. And then even if ABS is able to ward off Gabriel every once in a while, Gabriel is able to do so much damage to towers, and he could even hop over and try to kill these towers with the mortar teams, that it's going to be tough for them to respond. As of now, he only has a siege pack, though once he gets an advanced troop command, he's going to be able to spawn a bunch of support troops along with that. VSIN and the south team trying to take the middle. VSIN does build Escanor in to help. And then Pinok does die, ArmoredTitan does die, this middle is going to fall. Didn't take long for that to happen. North team was too distracted trying to chase Gabriel, and they let the middle fall. So if the North team doesn't give up soon, I'll be surprised. This game probably won't last much longer. Though, as I was saying, Gabriel, once he gets an advanced troop command, he can spawn them more rapidly and with support troops, often aura troops, to make the mortars even more effective. And, well, this wasn't the best game, though it was a game. The south team was pretty dominant the whole time on the lanes, and then they were able to push the middle very quickly once Pikabar left. So, pleasure for myself to commentate, and good job for everybody who participated. Titan Music out.